Is it seasoned well? Does it taste good? Delicious. Delicious. Right? And it is delicious, guys. I guarantee you. And the other thing I'm so proud about this book, Antonis, who's the photographer, who I never worked for before, recommended by Alan Richmond, who was my previous photographer, who then came out with the cupcake cookbook. Have you seen these little cupcake books? It's like, you know, it's like the Statue of Liberty cupcake. It's ridiculous. Selling hundreds of thousands of copies. He's too busy to be a photographer anymore. He's cupcake heaven. And so Antonis took these photos. And the thing I'm so proud of is I did the food styling, which meant I did this. I plated it. We didn't take gels and sprays and Q-tips and all that stuff. No, I think it does a disservice to a home cook that you make a dish, and then you see my picture, and my picture is so much better than what you made. And you're like, eating before you've eaten it, you're like, oh my God, I can't cook like him. You're already disappointed. So we really consciously just did like you see it. I plated it up, and if it wasn't hot, even better. Although it's really hot, it's really hard to see steam. What'd you say? Does it stay? Yeah. Sometimes shrimp are really stubborn. You take them in the back. Put them with some mussels. They get really annoyed. All right? So, I mean, I guarantee you, if you're a lady cooking for your husband or, you know, a boyfriend or family, you show them this dish like this, maybe a little bit of chopped chives. Maybe chopped chives got shot? I think you have those. Yeah, same thing. Scallions, chives, anything. Again, if you go like this, you can charge $29.95, right? All right, guys. Simple, right? Hey, what do I know my muscles? All right, here's the second dish, guys. Mom's famous vinegar shrimp. Water. So here's the other school of thought when you match wines, right? We had sweet with spicy. This shrimp is buttery and nice and rich with that little bit of butter. So here we have Chardonnay that's been aged in Limousin, which creates a nice vanilla flavor to it. Not vanilla like ice cream, but a background vanilla flavor, which makes it nice and buttery. So butter with butter. You just take my shrimp too? Yeah. They look good. Wow. They're really good. Good. I have to say. Because of my mom, obviously. Any questions on that, guys? Really simple, right? Simple, simple, simple. Little girl. Or I can't see the little girl. You have this string. What's your question? I really can't. Is that squeak? Just turn it off. What happens if I pull this handle? Scream it out.
If it's called vinegar shrimp, or whatever it's called,
can you pass that on, guys? Row 3, pass what you just said.
If it's called vinegar shrimp, how do you add vinegar?
If it's vinegar shrimp? Why is it called vinegar? Why is it called vinegar shrimp?
If it is, how do you add vinegar? That's it.
I'm so sorry, I really can't hear you. Can we have that mic? Where's that mic? Can we do that mic, guys? Yeah, a mic come now, guys. It's just, I have really good hearing and excellent eyesight, but I just can't hear you. That doesn't mean I listen, by the way. I choose not to listen, but that's my problem. We have a mic coming. All I heard was vinegar shrimp. All right, throw it back. I was at a demo once, all the way back. I was at a demo once, and I couldn't see. It was in Pittsburgh. It was like 600 people in a big auditorium. And you couldn't see very well because it wasn't lit. And I'd be like, sir, you know, you in the sweater, you know, ma'am, you in the dress. And then I went, sir, you in the red sweater. And she didn't respond. I said, sir, no, you, the red sweater, the mustache. She says, I am not a sir. I am a man. I'm like, oh, but you have a mustache. I felt horrible. But seriously, you're coming to my demo, you should shave, don't you think? I really felt bad, but she looked like a man. I mean, yeah, whatever. Preach is on. Okay, go ahead.
If it's called vinegar shrimp, where do you have the vinegar in it?
Oh, when I made that little syrup, right? I added some balsamic vinegar with the sugar, with the rice vinegar, with the soy sauce. That was the vinegar.
But
Cool.
it's not the plain vinegar, it's the balsamic.
Can I go on? Very cute. How old are you?
I turned 8 November 6th.
All right. Well, my son is 8. Maybe we should, you know. Say, he's cute. He cooks. My son has been published. He made a dessert of blue ginger once with my assistant pastry chef. And I took an iPhone picture. And I was doing an article, a book article. And, you know, of course, your kids cook on it. I'm like, oh, yeah, look, check this out. And she actually took the picture and put it into the article. So, I told my son, do that, you'll get a good girlfriend. All right, last dish. This is what I'm using, bro? Ooh, nice. So, by sheer coincidence, Macy's also sells nice big red pots like this. This is the Martha Stewart collection, I believe. She's the lady that does everything perfectly. That's Martha. I am not Martha. But I admire Martha because she obviously done very well. And Le Creuset is a great brand as well. Cast iron pans with a lid would work equally well. It's nice to have something thick here. But again, a normal all-clad pan with a lid could also work. The idea is chicken and rice, all done in one pot. And this dish is really, has anyone ever been to Singapore? One of the best eating places in the world, right? The street food in Singapore, now first of all, the street food is so clean, right? You can literally eat off the ground at a street food stall. They're cleaner than the best, cleaner than Alan Wong's kitchen. And Alan Wong's got a great clean kitchen, right? And delicious food. I just ate there, I guess, last night. And yeah, he's amazing. He's one of them. As is Roy, as is Sam, as is now Nobu and Morimoto. You guys have everyone. You're lucky. Delicious food. And the reason it's so clean is they're very strict in Singapore. Right? Actually, Big Brother is everywhere in Singapore. You know you can't chew gum in Singapore. Federal law. Boom. Jail. I don't know if you get caned, but you go to jail. You can't bring in Wrigley's gum into Singapore. They won't let you in. Chewing gum. They actually, this is true. They have a federal law in Singapore that is illegal to urinate in the elevator. I asked myself, how much peeing was going on in the elevator? I mean, 13th floor, please. Right? It's a federal law. So of course I didn't do it. That seems so strange.
There's a lot of no's.
Anyway, so here we have some chicken that has already been browned, right? Because obviously we're doing a demo, so we just got this going in the beginning. And actually there's liquid in there because once the chicken browns, the juices come out. So what we're going to do now is transfer it to a plate that looks like blue. No, pastel. You have something maybe a little more blue? That just changed it. Just kidding. Look, Martha Stewart. So, this chicken, and these are still a little bit raw in the middle, which is fine, because we're going to cook it in the oven or back on the, or no, we're going to cook it in the oven. This is a roast, this is in the roast chapter. By the way, if you have the book, you can see that it's all broken down by technique. So you have braise, you have wok, you have saute, you have roast, all right? So, take the chicken out. Chicken fat is in here. That's why this dish is so delicious. Chicken fat rocks, all right? We're gonna add to this now a little bit of garlic. I'll tell you that. We're gonna add rice. And I was asked this in my last demo, it's a good question. If you make rice in Chinese cuisine, or any cuisine, you actually wash the rice first, because it's dirty, right? You don't want to wash it too much, you don't want to wash all the starch away. This feels like it was washed, so it's just fridged. Is it fridged? Okay, it doesn't matter. But the point being though, when you make a peel-off style dish, if you're really concerned are paranoid about how dirty rice is, and there's some reason.